global action does. It is not the question. What people should be doing for the development of the children.
We have, like in population wise, we have a lot of children who are on the age of going to schools, but still they are not having a proper education because of the lack of facilities in the schools, because they do not have enough bench, enough table to sit and to read.
Global Action Nepal is trying to be a partner with the community to support them. Not really we are coming there, but we are trying to support community people to make this happen, so that children will have at least good condition to study.
GAN's focus is on empowering communities to take control of their own lives and to work out what it is that they want to do. We provide the support, the technical approach, whatever else is needed, but we very much rely on the communities themselves to identify the problem and to work out the way in which they think it should be tackled. The economic situation in Nepal is very, very bad. It's one of the poorest countries in Asia. About 40% of Nepalis live on less than $1 a day. The average income is around about £250 per person per year. So the economic situation is very, very poor, and poverty affects children the most.
Okay, a very common problem in the developing world, well, the whole world, is clean drinking water. As you can see, this river, which is used for bathing, for bathing, drinking water, washing, and for livestock, is terribly polluted, thus causing illness, and something that GAN is trying to alleviate through their water projects.
Certain schools I have come across who said that because they have a problem of enrollment of girls' school because they have a problem with toilets, because they do not have a proper toilet, and girls cannot stay throughout the day without toilets.
With toilet projects, we've done about 20 so far, but we're always hopeful of doing more because it's such a key factor in promoting good education and access to education and health and hygiene.
The cost involvement is something different, Let's say they don't really have enough teachers here. They don't really have enough, let's say, basic need, even desk bench. And you can see the classroom here, the condition of classroom. And electricity for them is not a priority.
Our main goal is to create educational cultures in communities in Nepal. This can come through greater awareness of the rights and responsibilities of people within education, better teacher training, better school facilities, and other areas such as that.
Only 53% people are literate. So majority of the community people are illiterate. And unless and until they are educated, how can they really train or help their children? So that is why we have one of the major program is community education.
Yeah. I'm teaching and I'm giving training like that, plastic reusing and paper using, recycling.
Now these women can able to write their name and read small textbooks through the women literacy class. This is the change which we can see with the women groups.
कता नानी खाना खान के खाने तामा केमा खाने पातामा.
Thank you, very good. About the unity of the community, the ladies from Lamatar say that they have got regular meeting together, and they have opened a women's forum that look after the school's progress.
Many of the communities where we work in, their attitude towards education and their levels of education are hugely different to what they were before GAN was involved with them. Parents have a positive attitude towards education and actively encourage all their children to go to school wherever possible. Adults themselves are interested in the learning process, many of whom who never educated themselves at school.
We had established children club in our school by the help of Global Action Nepal. We conduct so many programs like extra activities related to the culture and then related to our study, and it was also helpful for protect and for the conservation of our culture. No?
I feel myself frank and so that I can dance in a group and I can sing so frankly, so that I am very happy now.
From the children club, we have conducted many kinds of programs and many kinds of activities, like we published a magazine and we conducted many programs, many competitions.
Global Action has helped us very much because there was no any library in our school before we established the club. Facilities has been provided by the Global Action Nepal. That's why I am proud of it.
When Gyan came here and he conducted a lot of trainings, our teacher also learned different methodology.
Our traditional ways is more sort of a chalk and talk. Teacher comes to the classroom and then says what teacher has to say. That's it. And what we really looking for is more sort of interactive.
GAN is really making a big change, not only in this improving the education, but also in the environment of the whole village. It has touched upon all the stakeholders, all the villagers, because it works with the children, it works with the teachers, it works with the parents.
And what does she hope for the future of her children?
तपाईको छोराछोरीको भविष्य कस्तो होला भन्ने आशा राख्नु भएको छ?
अब मैले आशा त अब राम्रै गराउने आशा राखेको छु हैन। अब राम्रै सोचिरहेको छु, कतिपय कुरा सोचिरहेको पुग्न पनि सक्छ। अब राम्रै गरौँला त भन्ने यो विद्यालयलाई राम्रो हुन पाएदेखि बच्चाको पनि अब भविष्य राम्रो हुन्छ कि भन्ने।
If the school runs properly, her children will do something better, something prospective in the future. If the school does not run properly, the children's life is dimmed. She does not have a lot of hope in that condition. So she expects the school to run sustainably.
So that is something I want to see in 10 years' time, that all the children are getting quality education and with good health. That's what I would say.
We've trained hundreds of teachers, we sponsor 100 students to go to school, we've provided hundreds of scholarships, we've done a lot, we've empowered communities, we've trained adults in literacy and numeracy, we provided toilets in schools which had no toilets before, we've built new classrooms.
If you really want to donate, or if you really want to reach the poorest of the poor people, or help somebody who are in dire need, then GAN would be one of the big channels. That is my impression.
Namaste, Gyan.
You feel that if people knew the poverty people were living in and what they could do on a very limited budget in order to help that, people would get involved, we'd be able to take our agenda forward, we'd be able to provide more education to children, we'd be able to provide more training for teachers, we'd be able to provide more library books for children in their schools.
Namaste.
It doesn't really have to be big amount, big fund. A small fund of many people can be big for us, for the country, for the people here.
Thank you, Gyan. Namaste.
What people in Nepal lack are opportunities. What GAN tries to do is to give people those opportunities, and by supporting us you would allow us to do that. It doesn't take a lot to have very significant real effects. Just £2 a month will pay for pens and pencils to go into a classroom. £10 a month will enable someone who can't go to school to have an education. £100 a year will pay for a teacher to be trained, and that can affect hundreds and hundreds of children. £250 will build a toilet in a primary school. It doesn't take a lot to make a real difference, and we would love it if you could help us out on our mission.
I want to be a lawyer, and I want to go university. Teacher.
Teacher. Great.
Teacher.
Teacher. Great. And
Teacher.
good. So many teachers.
I want to be a social worker, and I want to work for the disabled street children.
From the beginning of my life, I am so interested to be engineer.
डाक्टर बन्न मन
You want to be a doctor?
A doctor.
Yeah.
देशको र गाउँको
She wants to be a social worker.
I'm happy.
Thank you. Namaste.
I'm certain it happens all the time. I don't see too much, but it sure feels like mine. I get by with my friends. I just keep trying with my friends. I wanna get out of my parade.
Có rất nhiều